Hello, everybody, and welcome. We don't have to do a proper intro today because I don't want to. We're not even supposed to be here today. So, crying
Yeah,
is a
we're
paid
doing
action. I want all
we're
your
doing
action
a
points.
oh, okay, never mind. I didn't pay.
Oh, you didn't pay?
No.
Well, then, wait, no, we could be a newspaper. We could be the Antifa Daily Express, the Antifa Daily
Uh,
Forum. There we go.
Hey, I don't see any video.
You don't see any video? Oh, see video now?
I don't know. Let me check. Yeah, I see video now.
Nice.
Sick.
Sick.
Stuff we
Uh,
already knew. All right, what's up, my fellow Antifa terrorists?
Yeah. So we'll get to the countdown to the gulag. That's in the works. Um
Yeah, we just
we
have a
weren't
little bit
originally
more
gonna do a
beer while we wait.
yeah, oh yeah, please enjoy. We weren't originally gonna do a show today, and we decided I was in the habit of doing show notes and I was just like, nope, I'm gonna do a show. And Al is here with me. Thank you, Al. How are you?
I'm still alive. I'm still here against my better judgment.
Facts. Let me just unplug. Disastrous. Straight up disastrous. All right. We are the team behind easyvotend.com. Please go there and look at things. Tommy did a really nice poem there that I really liked it, and I was really glad he submitted it. Enjoy that. I have a big article I'm working on, and it's taking me a lot of time also because things just keep happening and they are relevant to the things I'm writing about. So it's like, oh God, well, I have to go back and kind of address this now. So yeah, I wish we didn't live in exciting times. Well, not
Yeah,
exciting like
my
this.
one of my coworkers keeps saying that I said once upon a time that I wanted to live in interesting times, and I said no. What I always say is what a fucking time to be alive.
Yeah,
Not the same thing.
very in that you can confirm. Always says that. Definitely not the same thing. Okay, let's get into our first story. Um, so the
Scripted.
DOJ removed a study showing that right wing attacks outpace those by the left. I got a little write up on these things here. I'll summarize. Following the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, President Trump and his advisor Stephen Miller, who we'll come back to, asserted that radical leftist groups are responsible for a surge in political violence in the United States, advocating for harsh legal measures against them. This narrative echoes concerns about rising political violence, exemplified by recent threats against election workers and the politically motivated killings like that of Minnesota State Representative Melissa Hortman. However, expert analysis reveals that these claims are not supported by factual data. Research indicates that the majority of domestic terrorism in the United States is perpetrated by individuals with right wing ideologies, accounting for a significantly higher proportion of fatalities compared to left wing extremism. Um, some of the problems come from definitions of political violence, and different agencies and groups have different definitions of them. Um, but it's crucial to differentiate between rhetoric and evidence. Um, right now, this is just another. So there's going to be a big theme today that we are probably going to be talking about your First Amendment rights and
Wait,
the
we have rights?
well. There's this thing called the Constitution. Now, if you go to the official government website, it's not there. The page 404s. They're going to touch it up a little, I guess. They got to put
Yeah,
Trump's.
they're gonna
They got to
touch
put
it. They're
Trump's name
gonna
in there somewhere.
No, what they're gonna do is they're gonna put it back up after he's done wiping his ass with it.
Yeah, exactly. Um. So this is a really scary thing that they're like, oh shit, This actual data that we published doesn't align with what we want the narrative to be, so we have to get rid of it. And it's just like authoritarianism 101. So, which we're going to get a big lesson in today, by the way. So, if you haven't heard, this fella here.
Question.
Go on.
So since Tommy's not here today, are we just gonna do a long stream?
We can do whatever we want.
Because
Yeah,
Tommy's not here?
Yeah, we can stream for a couple hours. I don't care. I got nothing
I
going
ain't
on.
got shit to do either.
Sweet. I got a vacuum. That's about it.
I don't know why that's relevant, but I'll just leave you to that.
Yeah. I got 3 cats. They get shit everywhere. No, they do. Anyways, so this guy is Brenden Carr. He sucks. He's a Trump sycophant, and he is the head of the FCC right now. And
bro, what the fuck did you see the Stephen Colbert episode where he talked about him? What the fuck did he call him? Was it like a fucking single hard-boiled dick?
Yeah, that looks right.
Oh god, that's terrible for hard-boiled eggs, though.
Yeah, don't besmirch the good name of a good egg. So this guy was on. Okay, hang on. I got a little write up on this one too.
Actually, hold on. Before you read your write up.
Mm-hmm.
So this motherfucker was the one who wrote the Project 2025 bullshit on the FCC. So he's actually enacting everything that he wrote.
Yep.
And it's exactly why he's in his fucking position right now.
Yep. So okay. So the FCC has taken a significant step in prompting ABC to suspend Jimmy Kimmel Live indefinitely. Following Chairman Brenden Carr's strong condemnation of the host's remarks regarding the death of conservative podcaster Charlie Kirk. Carr characterized Kimmel's comments as deeply problematic, alleging that they conveyed a misleading narrative about the circumstances surrounding Kirk's death, and potentially implied a politically motivated attack. This action underscores the growing tension between the FCC and major media outlets, with Carr asserting a responsibility to uphold the public interest and address what he perceives as a decline in accurate and fair reporting. Notably, Carr made this announcement while appearing on the podcast hosted by Benny Johnson, a journalist previously fired for plagiarism. So,
damn, I didn't know who that was.
Yeah, he's just on some random disgraced conservative journalism's podcast, like ending your First Amendment rights and making companies bend to the will of the Trump regime. So this development ignited a pretty sharp political response. House Democratic leaders condemned Carr's actions as unwarranted and an infringement on free speech. And part of a broader effort of the Republican Party to exert control over the media landscape, which again we'll continue to talk about today because it just continues to keep happening. Carr, a longtime commissioner with a history of advocating for regulatory changes aligned with conservative principles, is facing intense scrutiny over his investigations into media bias. His assertive approach to holding broadcasters accountable. This incident raises profound questions about the role of government, regulating speech, the responsibility of media figures to avoid speculation, misinformation, and the potential consequences for the First Amendment in this political climate. What do you think?
Hold up. Are you reading, or is this fucking article on screen right now? Fucking ABC News article about the guy that used ABC to cancel the guy on ABC.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually quite like
what
ABC
a fucking
News.
conundrum. Yes, yeah. I've never had a problem with ABC even previously. They've been fairly unbiased in my opinion. The problem is that all of these fucking things that they're now railing against is shit that they were bitching about before.
Yep. Absolutely.
Even fucking Ben Shapiro spoke out against this shit.
That is a fact.
And while he may have spoken out against it for the wrong fucking reason, he still fucking broke rank.
Yep.
Same thing with that dumbass Ted Cruz.
Yep. And I think we're going to see that more and more too as time goes on, because they're just going to become more authoritarian. Like, they're just going to see more and more what they can get away with.
I mean, I don't know who fucking expected anything different. You know, like I
You're
guess
right.
if you're a fucking idiot, I guess if you're a fucking idiot, you expect the different.
Yeah.
But this is exactly what he said he was gonna fucking do.
Yeah.
He would be a dictator on day one, and
Yep.
he's fucking following up on it.
Yep.
He's making good on his statement.
We've been saying this the whole time, is like Trump always tells you what he's going to do.
He may take fucking 20 fucking detours before he says it, but he
Sure.
fucking says it.
Yeah, renaming the Department of Defense to the Department of War. He's going to war with somebody, so at least he wants to. So
Yeah, that's why we're in fucking Venezuela and the Caribbean, just fucking striking random ass little
yeah,
boats.
yeah, the boat like.
There's 3 fucking boats that we've hit now.
And did you hear about this like botched Navy SEAL thing in North Korea?
Yeah, in North Korea, yes.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
That was right before they met with Kim Jong Un.
Yeah,
They sent a fucking mission to try and bug his house or some other shit.
yeah,
I don't
to
know
try to
the
get
exact
information
specific,
before the
obviously.
meeting, which is stupid bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just,
and then
I
so if you don't
fucking
know, what ended up happening is they encountered a boat and they ended up shooting and killing everybody on the boat, and it was just
they
fishing.
encountered a fishing boat. Like,
Yeah, it was a
what?
fishing boat.
How are you a Navy fucking SEAL and you don't know what a fishing boat looks like?
Yeah,
Granted, this isn't necessarily on the Navy SEALs, even though they pulled the trigger, but the idea that you need to send a mission before you have this summit with this fucking North Korean
yeah,
dictator to
it's
try and get a one over on him is just something that's
it's
so fucking Trump is
it's
just
beyond the pale,
ridiculous.
like so outside the norm, not appropriate or ethical or anything. But of course, it's Trump, so
Exactly.
So, oh wait, before we let's. So, have you seen the clip of Kimmel and what he said?
What he said, yes, I know what he said. I personally didn't think that he made any sort of disparaging comment about Kirk himself. He said that they were trying to characterize the shooter as something other than MAGA, which, if you
Let's
fucking read into any of this shit, what else could he have been? There's no fucking leftist in there.
yeah, and we don't know, and really we don't know that much about.
We don't know.
Actually, I'll talk a
We
little
can
bit
make
about that
conjecture all
later
day
too.
about that, but that's
They're already infighting about that guy, so that'll be fun. So let's watch the clip. Let's watch the Kimmel clips, and hope we don't have to clip it out and fucking get copyright struck.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
ABC's announced.
Yeah. So let's have the rest of the clip. That's it. That was the comment.
That's really all he said. That was the comment.
And then
Definitely.
he literally made the same joke we made like last week when we were talking about how they asked Trump like the day at like 2 days after or whatever, oh, how are you feeling about
Not
the friend
even.
of your
Yeah, that's right. That's
about
right.
the friend of your
2 days.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk. And I'm very well. By the
I'm
way,
very great, I think.
Yeah.
And then
immediately onto the ballroom. Yep. And it was just like, you don't give a shit about these people. That's what we were saying. And that's exactly what Kimmel was pointing out. He don't give a shit about you people. You're not in that club.
This is hand in hand with what's going on with the farmers, but that's a definite fucking subject altogether.
Yep. And so here's let's would you believe it? I have another little write-up. And this one,
I do believe it.
This is in the wake of his cancellation. This is kind of what happened right up until his cancellation. Well, he's not canceled yet. He's just off the air. If they cancel him, that'd be but
he's suspended
he's
for now.
suspended.
He's
Yes.
suspended. Actually, hold on. I thought I read something about
I'm gonna read. I'll read this real quick. You can interject.
Yeah, I'll check.
The recent suspension of Jimmy Kimmel's late night show on ABC is unfolding amidst significant behind-the-scenes drama, revealing a chilling example of government pressure influencing media decisions. Following Kimmel's satirical monologue criticizing the Trump administration's response to conservative activist Charlie Kirk's death, specifically comparing their grief to a child mourning a goldfish, the FCC issued a threat that triggered a swift and decisive response from ABC and its parent company, Disney. Sources within the network indicate that while some executives believe Kimmel's comments didn't violate editorial boundaries, the palpable fear of repercussions from the Trump administration ultimately led to the show's removal indefinitely. The anxiety was particularly intense, with Disney leadership reportedly taking the lead in enacting the suspension following public criticism from Brenden Carr. The catalyst for this unprecedented action lies in Carr's forceful condemnation of Kimmel's monologue, labeling it sick and urging stations to take action against the comedian's perceived attack on the MAGA movement. Pressure quickly translated into concrete consequences, with Nexstar, a major owner of ABC-affiliated stations, preemptively pulling Kimmel's show, following shortly after ABC's own decision to suspend the program. The Trump True Social, calling for the cancellation of other late-night hosts who might offer their critical commentary, this incident underscores a deeply concerning trend over the First Amendment. What's happening here? Isn't that the most important one?
Oh, also, no, man, if you ask them, the Second Amendment is the most important one.
They're definitely gonna start taking people's guns away.
Of course they are.
Yep. They already tried with like transgender people, and even the NRA was like, "Oh no."
Yeah, no, hold up there. Yeah, even the NRA, when the NRA has to step in and be like, no.
Yeah, then yeah, especially if it's Republican led. So, let's see what I got here. So basically, when a regime can use power of law to punish speech because it doesn't like the speech, then the speech isn't free. You know? That's just the fundamental fact of life. And this is what Trump truth socialed back in
July
22nd.
According to his truth.
And so his truth. The word is, and the strong word at that, Jimmy Kimmel is next to go in the untalented late night sweepstakes. And shortly after, Fallon will be gone. These are the people with absolutely no talent who are paid millions of dollars for, in all cases. This is hard to read. Holy shit.
This is very hard to read.
Destroying what used to be great television. It's really good to see them go.
Elementary school level writing.
This man. Anyways,
honestly, so I feel bad calling it elementary.
Yeah.
He definitely just dictates to somebody, and somebody types this shit out and posts it.
Yes. So this was this week, while he was in the UK, which we'll get to shortly. Great news for America. The ratings challenged Jimmy Kimmel's show is canceled. Canceled? Canceled. Congratulations to ABC for finally having the courage to do what had to be done. Kimmel has zero talent, worse ratings than even Colbert, if that's possible. Bro, what is this sentence? I know you're a catty bitch, but come on. That leaves Jimmy and Seth, two total losers, on fake news NBC. Their ratings are also horrible. Do it, NBC. President DJT. So, he's already very letting you know exactly who he's coming for. And he's gonna do it.
So, right up here with this is the whole fucking the nonsense that the Late Show with Stephen Colbert was losing money.
Right.
So just going off of a rough number from some rando on Reddit. So the Late Show has 91-hour episodes per year. There's 8,760 hours in a year, and the Late Show was 1% of the year roughly. This year, CBS had 28.9 billion in revenue. 1% of that is 289 million. The Late Show costs about 100 million per year to produce. So, according to this, the math says that the Late Show is making 189 million in profits.
That sounds right. I believe that.
But according to fucking Emperor Trump, the Late Show is losing 40 million.
They just won an Emmy.
Again, his truth.
Yeah. The Late Show just won an Emmy. So, I don't know, man. Yeah. So, speaking of his truth and what speech is free and not free, when do you think, so they, now Antifa, Antifa?
I don't know, bro.
We'll find out from Fox News eventually, I'm sure.
Antifa?
Antifa, it sounds like a sickness that I like it. Is now a terrorist organization?
But there's no fucking organization.
So, I have here a tweet. And
no, bro, this is still the truth. This is the truth.
It's a tweet. It's an X to a tweet.
It's a tweet that Xing a truth.
Yes, got it. Perfect. Makes sense. Okay, clear as mud. So here's what Trump said on Truth Social. I am pleased to inform our many USA patriots that I am designating Antifa, a sick, dangerous, radical left disaster, as a major terrorist organization. I will also be strongly recommending that those funding Antifa will be thoroughly investigated in accordance with the highest legal standards and practices. And he always, thank you for your attention to this matter. I love that.
He always ends with that shit.
I know.
Either he ends either with that or with President DJT.
If he had been allowed to be openly bisexual his whole life, he would have been a sweet old man, I bet.
No, he wouldn't have been a sweet old man.
You don't think so?
Kids. No, bro, he diddled kids. Fuck that.
Fuck that. But there's some nature versus nurture to comments and discussions to be had here.
There, if he had been nurtured by his fucking ghoul of a family, it probably would have been different,
See, that's what I'm saying.
But still, like, when you have this much money, you're not gonna fucking nurture anything. You're just gonna pay some fucking rando off the street to come in and try to raise the kids for you.
Rich kids don't touch their children. Kids are like sticky. They don't want to know.
Yeah, they're fucking dirty.
Yeah,
they cost money. They take
Consuela.
up time. Back then it was probably like Gwyneth or something.
Sure.
They had all the Irish immigrants in New York.
Yes.
Who were back then demonized.
Oh yeah.
It was the now that I'm on that fucking tangent. So what groups have been marginalized throughout the history of the US?
I just want to interject with saying that white people love racism so much that they are racist against other white people.
Yeah.
Oh, before we go on, hang on. We should finish this up. Antifa can't be a terrorist organization.
They literally can't. They're not an organization.
This is a tweet, an X tweet, a tweet X, from Malcolm Nance. Even though we kind of were just like, what the fuck are the Navy SEALs doing? He was a Navy SEAL he is a court certified terrorism expert, which is not easy to get, by the way. And so what he says is you cannot designate an idea as a terrorist group. There's no organization called Antifa. There is no leadership or funding path. There is no membership. There's also no law in America to charge terrorism. What he is doing is setting the stage to designate any American as a terrorist, which is fascism. It's correct. Exactly what's happening now. So, man, we're like, that's the thing too, is like when are people like Hassan Piker. He's Antifa. He's the king of Antifa. Put him in the gulag. You know?
Yep.
And then,
that was a good impression, by the way. I like that.
Was it? Oh, good. I've been workshopping.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
He's Antifa. Some say the biggest. Arnold Palmer's penis. Huge.
I forgot about that.
Oh my god. See, the guy and that okay. I was going to talk about it later and maybe we will still talk about it, but like this is their great leader. Did you see the speech he gave? Well, I'll pull it up. In the UK where he was mispronounced. He couldn't even string two fucking words together.
Oh my god. So I watched some of his, I guess, I don't even know what the fuck to call it. Just some of his word vomit.
Yeah, the weave.
That's the only thing I can really fucking call it. Yeah, the weave. Sure. The weave. Whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm. Except it's noticeably gotten worse.
Yes, it has.
Yeah. Like, I mean...
Yes, it has.
My business partner literally is like, well, I mean, he's dying of like... You can't be that old and eat that much McDonald's and do that much coke in the 80s and live for much longer, you know?
For this long.
Yeah. And it's like, well, yeah, you're right. And then the stress of being president is getting fucking, I don't care who you are. Oh, please. You know that catty bitch stays up all night and just be like, you know what Stephen Miller said.
He probably stays up all night reading fucking Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. And all that kind of
just to fucking look at what people are saying about him.
Yeah, so like he's gonna like I think like I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing, but there's a good chance he's gonna die in office. Like just like his body's gonna give out.
Yeah, like, and then JD the Pants Vance is gonna take over.
Yep. I wouldn't be, and like we'll go over that a little later too. We're all gonna be Antifa. We're gonna start a countdown clock.
I'm out of beer almost.
Oh man.
I'll just go get some from the
just get some more
from the fridge. From my little fridge over here.
So I guess our new goal here then is to be labeled Antifa. That would be a high water.
Are we not?
I mean, we're not until Tom Homan or Kash Patel say we are.
So you need Stephen Miller and Kash Patel to call us out and be like the Antifa from.
Yep. Then I know
Easy Vote ND.
Yep. Then I know we have made it.
And then we'll watch as Tommy and I get the higher consequences, and you get off with a slap on the wrist.
Oh yeah, it's such a shame. I'm gonna be here protesting every day for my friends. Don't worry, I'll throw some. I'll smuggle in the good shit. I know how the correction system works. I spent 10 years there. So okay. So who is Antifa then? I know who Antifa is. It's these people. Hang on, I'm gonna prepare this time.
Yeah, they're definitely Antifa.
Yes, this is Antifa.
You know, he actually, before you start that shit. Yeah. So actually, no. Let's watch that first, and then
okay. This is who they think Antifa is. Oh god damn it! I adjust the volume already. All right, let's try that again. Are you kidding me? They're fine.
I went there to show how safe, and it was safe. I mean, the woman is just a mouthpiece. All she was a paid agitator, and you have a lot of them. And I've asked Pam to look into that in terms of RICO, bringing RICO cases against the criminal RICO, because they should be put in jail.
How would something like that protest fall under a RICO charge?
So is it, again, sheer happenstance that individuals...
This is our current attorney general, by the way. Or deputy attorney general in D.C. area.
Oh, that's a great fucking shot, actually.
Yes, and this is just what you should all assume they look like right here. It's that's their natural butt kissing face.
Yes.
All right, continuing on. Damn it, and then it mutes it. it mutes it when you play.
To enjoy dinner in Washington, D.C., and accost him with vile words and vile anger, and meanwhile he's simply trying to have dinner. Does it mean it's just completely random that they showed up? Maybe. No. But to the extent that it's part of an organized effort to inflict harm and terror and damage to the United States, there's potential investigations there.
But were those women in the restaurant inflicting harm or terror or damage by protesting the President of the United States? I mean, they were just shouting, basically, in his vicinity.
Repeat what you just said. I mean, honestly, so you're asking whether there's damage done by 4 individuals screaming and yelling at the President of our United States while he's trying to have dinner. That can't be a serious question. That cannot be a serious question. I mean, it's true that there's a difference between shouting and committing an assassination, which is what happened to Charlie. There's nothing wrong with peaceful protest.
Move it back to Charlie. I'm losing the thread. She's got a good point.
In this country, President Trump knows exactly what it's like to have people protest against him. But what he's talking about and what the administration is talking about is organized efforts by individuals who are not present at the protests, but they're funding these protests, and they're not protests. They're
George Soros checks are in the mail any day.
And actually assaulting
I'm
officers.
Still waiting on mine.
They're damaging vehicles, and that's the conduct
I'm sure
that
you're
we're
still
trying
waiting on
to
yours
stop.
too.
Oh yeah, it's any day now. So this guy is just like, I can't believe they yelled at us during dinner. Wow. And if you're not familiar what he's talking about, they talked about RICO charges, which is federal racketeering charges. And what these
This is the kind of shit that you see in like mobster fucking.
And so what RICO charges are meant for specifically charging criminal organizations. And like there are like pretty highly specific things that you have to meet as criteria before it can be brought as a RICO case. And some of that is like, there has to be like a clear like hierarchy and structure and things of that nature. And so that doesn't exist with this. So
no,
I mean, they're gonna like, are they gonna make something up?
They got the little fifis hurt.
See, this is the thing though, is because you keep running around calling yourself captain and lord, they're gonna think you're the boss, and they're gonna label that our structure, and then we're gonna get RICO'd.
Wait, who's captain and lord?
You.
Oh, I'm gonna get fucking RICO'd anyways because I'm brown.
Oh yeah, that's true. You're right. Good call. Good call. Countdown to the gulag just increased by 3 minutes. Decreased.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just show up.
Yeah. That's all we ask. So, obviously, there are some concerns with them designating Antifa as a terrorist organization because they're just going to use it to target their political allies. So
you mean political enemies?
Or yes, political enemies, sorry. Or political allies. Who knows? Those people don't know joy at all. Like, I mean, that's the other thing, is all of these fucking like tech bros here.
Next thing you know, Ted Cruz is gonna be Antifa.
Yeah, exactly. And like there was literally news this week of like, oh, another Russian CEO mysteriously died under mysterious circumstances.
Disappeared?
Like, yeah. And like, yeah, Zuck, you might be like having dinner with the old man now, but when he's gone and fucking Peter Thiel's little manservant JD Vance is in charge, like he might just not like you anymore and you might fall out of the fucking window, you know? Like you can't just bend the knee forever. Listen, the Russians push a lot of people out the window.
So funny.
Oh, sweet. We got
Keep followers on Dreamboo.com.
Sweet, yeah. Cool. Check that out. Remove the space.
Remove this.
Sick. Anyways, I got a write up because I had time at work yesterday.
Another one?
There's a lot more. This will be a long show. Cool. Democratic strategist David Axelrod has raised serious concerns over President Trump's intention to designate Antifa, the anti-fascist movement, as a terrorist organization. Axelrod argues that the move is an inflection point that could be exploited to target political opponents. Yes. Oh, yeah. So it's also important. The Trump administration actions come amidst controversy surrounding Attorney General Pam Bondi's comments about targeting hate speech, which drew criticism for potentially infringing on your First Amendment rights. Also, speaking of our George Soros checks, adding to the unease, President Trump has also signaled intentions to investigate George Soros' foundations for allegedly funding political violence. Situation is generating widespread worry that the administration is escalating its efforts to stifle criticism and limit dissenting voices. Take a couple more seconds off that gulag clock. Yeah. It's not wonderful.
Yeah.
And so I'm really curious why they're going with the Antifa thing. Is just Fox News going to start, like, they've already kind of been calling anybody they don't like Antifa, so just easier. So we talked a little bit about Stephen Miller, and this guy is weird.
Even the ghoul Miller.
Yeah, he's a legitimate ghoul. I don't like this guy a lot because he's really pulling.
Look at him. He looks like a fucking apparition in the back. Holy shit.
Yeah, he sure does. Ooh, we can get that a little. Ooh.
You just need to change the lighting a little bit, and this looks like a fucking horror movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same thing with Trump. Holy fuck, God.
Yeah, it looks this poor family has no idea what it's up for. Oh no.
What do you mean this poor family? Them look like aren't those Carolina Levitt kids or something?
Oh yeah, I couldn't tell without the giant cross around her neck. Okay, this one. So if you don't know who Stephen Miller is, he is more or less the guy who's pulling a lot of the strings within the Trump administration. He is basically the chief architect behind all of what ICE is doing and pushing them to get so many arrests and things of this nature and all of their shitty tactics and everything like that. This guy's he's like he's been like compared to like the Goebbels or Goering to the Hitler kind of thing. No? And along with him and like Susie Wiles, the fucking campaign manager, who's always been kind of his handler, and Bissett and all those fucking guys. But Miller is definitely the most ghoulish of the bunch, and I don't particularly like it. So I'm going to educate you about Stephen Miller. There's a really nice. This is a Rolling Stone article. Press this. You can tell that.
Oh, fun fact. He went to school here at Duke, where I live.
Really?
Yeah, he went to school here. He didn't get his ass beat enough.
He definitely had kind of a prestigious and well-to-do upbringing. But so this is
too bad I wasn't living here at the time.
You could have gone and bullied him.
Oh yeah, it would have been great.
Yeah. So this is a Rolling Stone article. It's really well done. They've had some pretty good articles, honestly, for a long time. So support Rolling Stone. Here's kind of my summary of the article, and then some other stuff that I wrote about Stephen Miller. So Stephen Miller is Donald Trump's key policy architect who is now wielding unprecedented power in Trump's second term. Miller, a longtime advocate for restrictive immigration policies, has essentially become an unelected bureaucrat, driving sweeping changes across the federal government, particularly related to immigration enforcement and domestic security, pushing for increased deportations, a rollback of legal protections, even the normalization of deploying armed troops within U.S. cities, all driven by his deeply held beliefs about anti-American forces and a desire to reshape the country in his image. Talks about how Miller's policies are having devastating real-world consequences for individuals and families. It talks about a really sad story about an Ohio family who was torn apart when the father was arbitrarily detained and deported. So even though he gets a lot of criticism from the Republican Party, he just the guy is probably a legitimate sociopath because he just doesn't give a shit about anything. And anytime people are outraged at him, he just views it as he calls it emotional blackmail. And yeah. So this guy's a freak, okay? So I'm just
disagreeing with anybody is emotional blackmail.
Yes,
huh?
Exactly. So I have a section here about this is the kind of guy he is.
Damn, I thought you were gonna say sexy.
Oh God.
Bad.
God. Femboy Stephen Miller. He would hate that. I'm gonna commission.
Yeah,
that.
get what's that? No, you know what? Don't use AI.
Yeah, no. I've got a friend who I've got a very close.
Yeah, friend. And then post it on the X.
Yeah, I got a very close personal friend who can do art like that. All right, here's how he feels about immigration and civil rights. Animosity toward a friend due to their Latin heritage in middle school, suggesting early biases. He has been a constant advocate for drastically reducing legal immigrations and tighter border control.
Wait, hold on. Repeat that. Did you say some animosity towards Latin
heritage students in middle school?
Oh, bro, I would have been sick. I would have bullied the fucking shit out of that motherfucker.
Yeah. Yep. So he admires the 1924 Immigration Act, which severely restricted immigration from Southern and Eastern Europe, effectively making it harder for Jewish people fleeing Nazi prosecution to enter the U.S. What a piece of shit. Why? You were not alive then. Why do you... Yeah, I definitely liked this old piece of legislation that made Jews get killed by Nazis.
That made it difficult for people to fucking escape getting killed.
Yeah. You could have just said nothing. That would have been better.
Yeah, you don't, just...
So he was the whole dude behind the Alien Enemies Act, right? He's doing this thing. He was reportedly instrumental in planning the use of the Alien Enemies Act, a law allowing detention without trial during wartime to facilitate mass deportations, even if individuals with no criminal record. He is also the guy who wants to suspend habeas corpus. Just in time of national crisis. Let's see. Oh yeah, his whole thing is he was the one who came up with criminal migrants and stuff like that. That's all his wording and thing. So he's got a reputation.
Yeah, we're out here.
He's got a reputation of willing to do anything, including betraying colleagues to advance Trump's agenda and maintain his own power. And that's the one thing you're going to find out about all these Republicans is they're all catty bitches.
Mm-hmm.
They
will all fight each other just to get some fucking favor with the king.
Yeah, and then fucking Scott Bessent will throw hands with anybody. Fuck off, you old ass man. Get out of here. He is described as berating staff, yelling, making threats, and creating a hostile work environment within government agencies. Some sources have reported being emotionally traumatized by his behavior. Yeah, this is well known that he is a absolute dick. That he screams at people constantly, and I'm just if I was at my job and somebody started screaming at me, I'd be like, no, goodbye, take care, I'm out. You're a piece of shit. I'm not working here. I don't understand how
you're a nicer man than I.
That's fair. And I don't understand how people can sit there and take it. I understand nobody wants to get yelled at, but sure, shake it off, make a rational decision later. Fuck that. Walk out. There are places that'll treat you better. So this is his emotional blackmail thing, though. Is like, no. Then I'd be emotionally blackmailing him somehow. Dismissal of concern. Miller reportedly dismisses concerns about human cost of his policies as emotional blackmail, indicating a lack of empathy for those affected. Yeah, I think this guy's a legitimate sociopath. He's pretty anti-Semitic. Yeah, and he keeps, like, he straight up has been targeting, like, pro-immigration attorneys and things like that. So he's also, like, real weird to women. There were, like, women who dated him and were telling stories like, yeah, he wanted to see the label on my clothes to make sure it wasn't made in China.
He wanted the what?
Yeah. Like, a woman who went on a date with him was like, yeah, he wanted to see the label on my shirt to make sure it wasn't made in China.
Your mic keeps cutting out, bro.
Oh, does it? This thing's terrible. I need to get a new headset.
Anyways, carry on.
Yeah, so she wanted to see if the shirt was made in China or not. And she was like, no. Like, what's wrong with you? And there's a bunch of stories about that kind of stuff. So you should check here.
That's amazing.
Stephen Miller dating stories. There are several of these. Oh, jeez. Oh, hang on here. Let's see what this one says. He craved triggering the good-looking kids. What a piece of shit.
How do you trigger the good-looking kids?
I don't know. Look at you over there looking so handsome.
Usually the good-looking kids were the kind of people that this piece of shit would hang out with.
Yeah, right?
Because they always needed somebody to be like their fucking
whipping boy,
asshole, like whipping boy, who also hated everybody else.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, this is the one where, like, one of the things he did say was that he didn't like the fact that I'm of Latin heritage. Oh my God, 8th and 9th grades. Hang on. How old is Stephen Miller? Hang on. Stephen Miller is only 2 years older than I am. Holy shit. Evil do be aging you. Look at this motherfucker. He looks like he's 55. Oof.
That's all right.
Oof. Look at this. Oh, he looks terrible. He looks like he's 6 divorces in.
I mean, I don't think he's ever been married.
No, wasn't that the whole thing that fucking... Didn't his wife go work for Elon Musk or something? That his wife?
Oh, that's right. That's right. His wife left him for Elon.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being such a fucking... like,
piece of shit that your wife is like, well, clearly.
Not even piece of shit. Imagine being such a fucking bitch that your wife leaves you for a bitch like Elon.
Yeah, that's a fact. Man, if she was just like, wow, this is clearly the better choice. Wow. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, man. Let's see. Okay, what else about him? Oh, yeah. Trump went to the UK, and that was pretty cool. Well, okay, so they had him stay at Windsor Castle, which is, like, not unusual and kind of rare, but, like, lots of people have stayed there. Except he was the first president to ever stay there, but there were, like, 8 other presidents that stayed there, and some of them stayed there multiple times. Also, like, look at this hat that Melania wore.
No, bro, that's not the hat that she wore. No, go back.
Yeah,
she wore that hat. One. She wore that hat. Yes, but that's not the picture. Go to the left, top left. Yeah, that one. That's the picture.
This one?
No, to the one you have up now.
This one, yeah.
No. Go back to the left.
What left? I can't go any more left.
That picture you have up now.
This one? Or this one?
The one you have up now.
What do you want me to do with it?
No, that's the picture, bro. That's the hat she wore.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Looking great.
That's the same hat. That's the same meeting. She just looks like Kung Lao from Mortal Kombat.
No, bro, don't, and don't.
It's fine. She has a long history of.
Don't speak badly about Kung Lao, man.
Look at her. She looks like Oddjob. It's fantastic.
She looks like she does in that one.
Look, it looks like
her different. All her different outfits are just like different versions of her looking like different characters.
Yeah.
She's cosplaying without trying to cosplay.
Like, I feel like there should be like 6 of her, and that is just the henchmen that hang out with Donald Trump. It's just like a bunch of like retired models turned KGB agents. Like, we already know he's a Russian asset, so. Oh, nope, he doesn't like that. That's not free. I can't say that. Speech isn't free anymore. But also, they put Jeffrey Epstein all over the castle that he was staying at.
Yeah, I saw that. That was fucking amazing.
So basically, no matter where he was at, that he could not escape Epstein. So they kept putting up different pictures. It was like a projected slideshow on there. Yeah. And then they also had this big mamma jamma that they printed out and sprawled all over. That's pretty great. Also, while he was meeting some royal British person, I don't give a shit, a horse walked by and took a huge dump.
Wasn't it like the king or some shit that he met?
Probably. He was just like, yeah, I could get used to that title.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a good hat. Speaking of Epstein, we should never let them forget that Donald Trump is definitely in the Epstein files and definitely diddles kids. And his whole administration is lying and protecting him and covering shit up. And he put people in charge that he knew would do what he said, or at least what other people in the administration would tell him to do. That's why Pam Bondi has no idea what she's doing. And our old buddy Kashmoney Patel was in front of Congress. And so basically the Department of Justice has control of the Epstein estate. And so anytime they say like, oh, the Epstein estate released this, it's really like things compelling the DOJ to do it. And so they could release all of it if they wanted to. And one of the things that we had talked about multiple times in the past, and I'm still not going to let people forget, is that they took hundreds of FBI agents off of active cases to redact Trump's name from the Epstein files thousands of times. Right? So now we can't see any of this shit, and then it's like, oh no, well, they're trying to tease it out. And Congressman Swalwell from, I believe he's from California, he had some pretty good questions about this stuff because, as you know, the Epstein estate released the birthday card that supposedly didn't exist. And Trump's like, nope, it's a fake. Nope, doesn't exist. Well, then who released it? It's a forgery. That's a crime. So here's Kashmoney Patel being just the best FBI director in the history of the FBI.
Sounds like if you don't know,
watching his shit makes me fucking like laugh and be angry at the same time. It's fucking amazing.
Cash Money.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and then we'll also watch everybody's favorite Jasmine Crockett also tear him down because he continues to say some pretty stupid shit. But here's him.
Yeah, I watched her shit. It was great. Carry on.
Here's Congressman Swalwell questioning Kashmoney Patel about how many times Trump was in the Epstein files. So
sounds like if you don't know the number, it could at least be 1,000 times.
It's not. It's not.
Is it at least 500 times?
No.
Is it at least 100 times?
No.
Then what's the number?
I don't know the number, but it's not that.
So, okay, I want to play that another time, because this is just basic shit. Like you're the director of the FBI, you're being asked a question, and this is how you're going to answer.
It sounds like if you don't know the number, it could at least be 1,000 times.
It's not. It's not.
Is it at least 500 times?
No.
Is it at least 100 times?
No.
Then what's the number?
I don't know the number, but it's not that.
Do you think?
I don't know the number, but it's not that. This is the director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. This is supposed
or like the Federal Bureau of fucking Incompetence.
Yeah, and so that this is one of the I have a bunch to dogpile on people kind of right now around a bunch of things, and the whole investigation of the Charlie Kirk shooting, they bungled horribly.
That was a fucking shit show.
It was fucking clown
it was a clusterfuck.
Yep.
Like nobody fucking did anything worthy of being called the fucking federal investigative anything.
Yeah.
In this shit, they didn't even catch the guy. The guy got turned in by his family.
Yep, sure did. And so we have that happening, and now we have this happening with him going up there and just being totally evasive, and not even a good, believable character actor kind of way that a lot of the Bush era guys could, because at least they were doing their jobs adequately, the other part of the time, but man, so I don't know if you've heard about this. Have you been? Okay, this is also the part of the show where I think we should advocate for people watching bigger creators and creators who influence us as well. Have you been watching Reese Waters lately?
Yes.
And Candace Owens and Steve Bannon and those other fucking right-wing nut jobs.
Yeah, they're all fucking questioning the whole narrative that's going on behind the Charlie Kirk shooting.
So, and they're claiming the text messages are fake.
Yeah,
and generated
who the fuck talks like that?
But also, I know people who talk like that. I know people who talk fucking.
Yeah, but you work at a game show.
Yeah, exactly. I work with people with autism. So, and this kid, clearly, I can say it. I have it. Anyways, but and they're also claiming oh man, Charlie Kirk was in bed with Benjamin Netanyahu and Israel assassinated him and blah blah blah, and we don't believe these texts. And it's wow. That's gonna actually probably make the FBI's investigation a lot harder too. So good work, right-wing people. Again, they just want to profit off his death. That's all there is to it. It's all just a grift. Especially I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with Turning Point USA at this point. I wonder if they're going to try to keep that torch up. Let's this is a CBS News thing.
Man, oh man,
here's Jasmine Crockett. I like her a lot.
Yeah, I love Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah, she's great. Given the business to Kashmoney Patel. I'm gonna play this whole thing and just interject whenever, and we can pause it and comment.
Been so much today, and I truly don't know where to start. So I'm just going to make sure that we start off with a few facts. So a couple of facts that we need to make clear for everyone is that, number one, Director Christopher Wray,
always be looking so fresh.
When he was appointed to be the head of the FBI, was appointed by Donald Trump. Now, I will agree that I definitely take issue with a number of decisions that Donald Trump makes, especially when it comes to the people that he decides to appoint to very important positions, including this one, because I did have to make sure that I wasn't going crazy. But when I say that you are the least qualified FBI director in the history of the FBI, that is real, because you are the only one that never even served with the FBI prior to joining, yet we are supposed to believe that
That's
you are
false.
the greatest thing since sliced bread. I didn't ask you a question.
She's great.
Yes, she is.
And I would like to know the House rules. Do all of their words get recorded on official record? So
Pretty sure.
That's cool. Good. All right, let's continue on. 'Cause she ain't done.
Now, what I want to go through is to talk about why you are a failure and why, honestly, we just need to tell you bye-bye. I know that you got a little upset and you put on your show for your boss because it seems like you're trying to save your job when it came to talking to Senator Booker yesterday.
Hey, give me a second. I'll be right back.
Word. All right. We will continue with Miss Crockett and her takedown of Kashmoney Patel.
Through some of your failures. So before you were even confirmed, and I think one of my colleague from Georgia, pointed out that you were already targeting career officials so that you could direct illegal firings. Mind you, these cases that you were so upset about, which are the ones tied to Trump, the cases came through his handpicked FBI director. And frankly, when people sit around and say things like, oh, you know, we're happy because now we feel safe, I don't know who feels safe in this country except for the white supremacists, because I specifically as a black woman definitely don't feel safe. And frankly, my colleagues have been real nice to you today, and I applaud them, but I don't have the same demeanor because I know that multiple colleagues on this side of the aisle have faced death threats. In fact, somebody tried to kill one of my colleagues, and frankly, I don't know if this FBI or under your leadership, if those people would have been caught. I don't have any confidence in you. And if we start talking about the reasons that I lack confidence,
yeah, he's gonna tweet out twice.
With you not just wanting to acknowledge some simple facts.
Definitely got him this time.
Facts like the vast majority of the threats are coming from right-wing extremism. And I know my colleagues have tried to stress this, but I decided that I would maybe do it in a different way. Number one, I have a couple of UCs. Kim Buck, one of multiple Republicans receiving death threats for voting against Jim Jordan as House Speaker.
Without objection.
Another one, Republican lawmaker says she received death threats after voting against Jim Jordan in Speaker's race.
Without objection.
In addition, there was another one from another colleague who now is leaving Congress because they said that they were calling his wife anonymously and threatening her life to the extent that she ended up sleeping with a firearm.
Without objection.
Okay, so here's the deal. How are we supposed to have confidence when you're sitting up here telling the Senate yesterday that it will take you 14 years before you can get the FBI fully staffed to do their jobs? You're also now redirecting resources so that they can go and play ICE agents on the streets. You're getting rid of your most qualified people, and even when it came down to somebody that you consider to be a friend, you were posted up having some fancy dinner to the extent that you posted not only once erroneously, you posted twice erroneously as it relates to catching somebody, and then you want to go and say, let me take a victory lap. Because honestly, if it wasn't for parents deciding that they were going to turn in their child,
we've got the Watch Brother. Rest well.
It seems like y'all wouldn't have got there. Even though he literally confessed online. So I'm confused about what it is that the FBI is doing, except for trying to put on a show for the apprentice or whatever you want to call him. The day after all of this took place, there was domestic terrorism that was taking place at HBCUs. They were targeted. Yet I didn't hear anything
black colleges
from the
and
FBI
if you don't know.
about what was going on. And again, black people kept saying, how did we end up in this? because the numbers are so very clear that white supremacy is a problem. And honestly, I've not heard anything out of you today that makes me believe that you're going to do anything about the white supremacy problem, the one that is leading to children being killed, children being shot, as well as members of their community as they're worshiping in their churches.
The time of the gentlelady has expired. If the gentleman would like to respond to any of that.
Yes,
Well,
thank you, Miss Jim
I'll
Jordan,
respond.
you piece of shit.
Patel, as I said when I introduced him, public defender, former prosecutor, top staffer on the House Intelligence Committee, deputy director of national intelligence with the National Security Council, chief of staff at the Department of Defense, and FBI director. I think that's pretty good resume for the guy who's now.
Let's fact check that a little bit. Patel. Let's check Wikipedia. Let's see. What did he do here? He was okay. He has only done shit under Trump for holy shit, like less than a year, 4 months, and 3 months, 7 months, plus, oh yeah, he was, okay, and then we'll just count his time now. So he's got 7 months plus whenever he was appointed. So he's got like a year of experience in like actual public office. Before that, he was a public defender representing violent criminals and drug traffickers. Holy shit, he was working for the enemy the whole time. Let's see. Criminal division of the case of the Benghazi attack, but was removed over disagreements with the office, the U.S. attorney. Okay, later he incorrectly said he had been the case's lead prosecutor. His memoir, he had wrote that he had asked to join the trial team against that guy, a militia leader in the Libyan civil war. He was not offered that position. So that's just Jim Jordan popping up his resume again, of course. Let's see here. Let's continue on.
Now running the top law enforcement, they're doing it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Director Patel, I think you're witnessing some auditions.
Okay, yeah, it's a committee, so there's going to be Republicans and Democrats on it. I want to know the one. There was one where well, I can't put that in. There was one where somebody was like, "Why is your agency protecting pedophiles?" And he was just like, "That's the most offensive thing you could say to me." Most savage comments. Where the hell did Monkey go? Okay. There it is. Okay.
Why are you protecting pedophiles?
That is maybe the most offensive thing you could say to me, given
he's just such a little weasel. Guy, like, that's offensive to me. Let's run it back.
Why are you protecting pedophiles?
That is maybe the most offensive thing you could say to me, given the numbers.
Well, you have not released
given the
Epstein
numbers
files
of pedophiles.
You are aware of the
we
Epstein client list that was published in the 18,000.
The gentleman has expired.
Since I took over the FBI, there has been a 33% increase.
Sir, all of that started under Christopher
Your
Wray.
time is done, but
no, it didn't.
The witness gets to answer the question, and then we'll go to our next
FBI director, sir. And you're coming in here trying to take credit for something that a previous director.
Yeah, and like so, and this is just another like example of you know those statistics are from a couple of years ago under a different director. Under a different FBI, really. And the same thing with like his background, like, okay, he was a public defender, that's cool. How many years? 14 years? So he was a trial lawyer. It's not anything special. Then he spent some time as a House committee aide. Yeah. Woof. And then he was a podcaster. Which he should probably stick to. So, that's pretty much what I've got for main stories that I want to cover this week. Now, because we always seem to forget stuff, I'm just going to go to ground news and we're going to look at stuff and talk about it. What do you think about that? Tough shit. We're doing it anyways. All right. So we were talking earlier about media conglomerates and deals and everything like that. So as Al alluded to and talked about, the like Nexstar, Sinclair, all that stuff is looking to get acquired. And it's by the Larry Ellison Media Group. And if you don't know who that is, he is also a major conservative donor and policymaker. He's the richest man in the world. He surpassed Elon Musk, the richest man in the world now. And he is a media conglomerate. He owns a bunch of shit. If it's not owned by like Rupert Murdoch or another billionaire, it's owned by Larry Ellison. So let's see what else we got going on here. That's kind of the main thing. And I'm sure somebody in Trump's organization is just saying like, if you get rid of Kimmel, we'll make sure that deal goes through on our end. That won't be a problem. So you got the current like director Bob Iger, and then the former like director, I think it was Michael Eisner, who criticized him like nah man, you shouldn't have bent the knee. And Michael Eisner's not a cool dude either, but he's right. You get people like Karl Rove, who is just legitimately a bad person coming out of the woodwork to tell us that like, well, yeah, this is an infringement on free speech. And so when you've got these Bush era like semi-authoritarian people coming out to be like, we're going too far, probably should listen. Human remains found in luggage at Tampa airport. Florida man. Oh my god. Human bones and a skull wrapped in foil from a traveler's duffel bag at Tampa International Airport on September 18th. Declared 10 cigars, but there was an additional undeclared cigars, prohibited plants, and the human remains. Man. This guy had a cool vacation. He went to the cool places. Let's see. We've got... So we've got, oh yes, this is one I'm tentatively excited about. That AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, is preparing a 2028 presidential or Senate campaign. Duh. Like, she's gonna run for something. She's a politician. First, they were just saying it was president, and I was like, I don't know, like, but they love to dogpile on her. I like her. I do have some criticisms of her. I do believe she has taken money from IPAC before. I could be wrong about that. I hope that's not the case. But she has been a little silent on the Gaza stuff until recently. So we'll see where that goes. I like AOC. Like, and it's a lot of these things too. You got to remember where like people didn't want to vote for Kamala Harris, and they wanted to vote for Trump. And even though there were a lot of us saying like these are the things Trump is going to do, this is what's going to happen to the economy, and here we are. And I know people who were like, well, it's going to be worse under Kamala. Like, How would it have been worse? What did you think she was going to do? She wasn't going to deploy the fucking military in a bunch of U.S. cities. She wasn't going to put in a bunch of tariffs, because everybody knows they're not good for the economy. But here we are, MAGA people live in a different reality. Let's see. Yeah, we should probably have a better dialogue with basically every country. Oh yes, there have been a lot of protests in Chicago at the the Broadview facility specifically. This is a law in every state. This is a law in North Dakota. I know because I worked in the correction systems and I know how correction systems work. That state legislators are allowed to come and inspect your facilities. Like, that's the law on the books. And several times there'd be legislators who are like, oh yeah, we got to make our, our yearly round. And, we had specific jail inspectors and things of that nature. So, to make sure everything was up to code and everything met with, what was it? The CCA or CAC, whatever it was. For police departments, it's like CALEA, all that kind of shit, where for accreditation, it's all accreditation. So I think one thing that we should really be pushing at places like these ICE facilities is because they are on U.S. soil and therefore follow the rules and laws of the United States, that if these are not accredited agencies, especially that if they need to send state or local jail inspectors into these facilities. Like I said, in North Dakota, the state of North Dakota at the corrections department had several dedicated jail inspectors just for our small little state. It was like a team of 3 or 4 guys, and I think, it's not a low level position. You need to know, what you're looking for and what you're doing, but these ICE facilities need to be inspected. Like, we've closed facilities down in North Dakota because they haven't been up to code. And that is basically all these legislators are going in there to check. They want to make sure that people aren't being mistreated. And especially with a lot of these people who are being arrested with no criminal history whatsoever. They're literally being arrested at their immigration appointments. They're literally being taken into custody, detained, and deported. They're getting the rug pulled out from under them. We promised them, that this is the American dream. This is the land of the free. But free for who? So, yeah, that's not great. And then so in Chicago, in District 9, Kat Abigazale is running for state Congress. And I like her a lot. She's a writer by trade, but she's also highly educated on foreign policy, because that's what her degree, and she's very well educated. She knows exactly what she's talking about. She's running a really interesting grassroots campaign out there. I like the push behind it and what they want to offer the voters something for once. But she was at an ICE protest, and she's small. She's 5 foot nothing, 110 pounds soaking wet. She's a pretty small person. And this fucking ICE agent literally picked her up and threw her on the ground. I literally was talking to a friend about it, and he was just I bet he felt real fucking tough. And I was like, I really hope that's not the type of people they're getting. But I'm sure it is. And when you're trying to hire this many people for your ICE and your your private Gestapo, it's going to get bad. There have been some pretty bad commercials out there. I want to see if I can find the one. Yeah, I think this was the one.
ICE is trying to convince local police officers to leave their department and come join them. You may have seen their ads right here on our
This is the one.
Attention Albuquerque law enforcement. You took an oath to protect and serve, to keep your family, your city safe.
This ad is implying law enforcement.
So yeah, and it's just like the most German Nazi propaganda, like stuff that they can put out. Like this is exact, like defend the fatherland. You're gonna hear shit like that. Yeah, and so this is on TV in Albuquerque, and like police departments don't like that, like that they're just gonna try to poach all these guys. Not to mention, is like, are any of these people gonna like get these bonuses and shit that they're talking about? You have to remember, Donald Trump doesn't pay his bills. He's like the biggest like check writer in the world, and his ass can't cash him. Just keep that in mind when you're signing up for ICE. That also reminds me, we can talk about California passing the law banning law enforcement from wearing face masks. So, yeah, they basically called out that it can't be like a face mask, a ski mask, a baklava, you know, and when you write these laws, you have to be like very specific and name things, because all of a sudden, it's not a face mask, it's a face covering. I'm traveling, I'm not driving. And so you got to be careful with language in this stuff, but I think it's a good thing, because this whole operation reeks. I worked in law enforcement for over a decade, and yeah. But I mean, if there's a legitimate biohazard concern, you need to put a mask on. But like, these guys are just wearing face coverings because they don't want to get doxxed, because they know what they're doing is wrong, and they like, we already know that morale at ICE is super low, and that people are not happy there. So this is just going to be another thing that makes that harder. I'm really curious to see what Tom Homan is going to say about this, or what Pam Bondi is going to say about this next, because this just happened like Friday or Saturday. So, and we know the Trump administration doesn't really work on the weekends. They're not big on working
at all.
No, not really. Welcome back.
Thanks.
We're going through the weekly news now. We were talking about, well, everything. I'm just on Ground News. They are not a sponsor. Yeah, they're not a sponsor. I'm sure they actually probably wouldn't want to be a sponsor, because we are biased.
Hold up. How is that? How is soccer similar to our political news?
Wait,
go back up. Go back up.
Go back up.
Go back up.
Go back up.
Yeah, right there. Similar news topics. Go back down. No. Go back down. It's to the right. Keep going down. Yeah, keep going down.
Oh, okay. Volleyball. NFL, soccer. Okay, here, I'm going to put this together for you. Okay, the people who normally look at U.S. politics, Donald Trump, and crime are usually white conservatives. So they like football, or if they're a liberal, they like soccer.
I don't know, bro.
And everybody likes beach volleyball.
Yeah,
that's my official opinion. Oh, right, we have another autism announcement coming this week.
Oh yeah, it's tomorrow.
Yep, I'm excited. So I wonder. So already they. Is this the okay? So this is the one where they're actually going to try to announce that Tylenol used by pregnant women causes autism, according to this. So, they like the company that owns Tylenol is already like, no, there's no casual link, and there probably isn't. And I have a feeling that they're just going to pick the most innocuous thing possible to blame it on, because if you just go without it, it doesn't matter. Like, if you never take Tylenol again, oh no. I'll take another NSAID.
Another what?
NSAID, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory. Fuck, I forgot.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's like Tylenol, ibuprofen, acetaminophen. They're all NSAIDs. But anyways, yes, I liked this this headline as well. Charlie Kirk's legacy should be in the dustbin of history. Speaking of which, his funeral was today, and I think both our president and vice president are speaking there. Was that what the
Yeah, that's what I heard too. Let me check.
Yeah, that's fucking gross.
I wonder if they're streaming it.
Oh god. If they are, send me the link. We can
live 29 minutes ago.
Ooh.
Back, let's see, live stream. Here, you can have this liberal news media link from CNN.
Oh shit. No, it's not MSDNC, so it's fine. Also, didn't you hear Trump told Fox News that Fox News polling is the worst?
Yeah, I heard. Because it doesn't go with his narrative, of course.
Right. Did you send the link?
Yeah, I posted it in the chat, but I'm also sending it to you.
Okay.
There you go.
There it is. Damn, they do got it decorated up like Glorious Leader. Let's see. Oh, God, that's a lot of red.
Oh, hey, it's Little Rubio.
Look at this guy's chin. Look at this guy's chin. Woof.
What chin?
Yep. Grow a beard.
Bro, Little Rubio's talking right now.
Look at this. Look at this. This is like what Putin gets up and talks at.
Yeah. You mean that's not how you talk?
So, okay. I want to reiterate. Let's look. These are the entire administration of the federal government of our United States is at this guy's fucking funeral. And this is Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk quotes. Let's see. If you're a WNBA pot-smoking black lesbian, do you get treated better than a United States Marine? Happening all the time in urban America. Prowling blacks go around for fun to target white people. That's a fact. It's happening more and more.
I don't know, bro. Not when you get fucking treated like the enemy just automatically for being anything other than white. I don't see how that's a fact.
Yeah, right. Let's see. Oh God. Some of these I'm afraid to read because you never know when he's going to drop like the N-word, and I'm going to be like, oh no. Let's see. Let's see what's some good ones here. God. Yes, reject feminism. Submit to your husband, Taylor. You're not in charge. Discussing news of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's engagement. Also, like, did you like the one dude on that team like got in a car accident and hurt a bunch of people and then ran? But then Travis Kelce's like wearing a jersey like free him from jail.
Who?
Travis Kelce was like another one of his teammates. Hang on, I'll look this up. What team does he play for?
This is what's wrong with it, with fucking human society. We worship all these fucking people that have nothing to do with anything in day-to-day fucking living.
Yeah, just Kansas City Chiefs car accident. Yeah, Rashee Rice. So this dude, I believe is in jail. Let's see. Suspected of racing in connection to a 6-car crash that took place on Saturday night.
Crash.
Yep. And so it sounded like, because, okay, let's see. Travis Kelce. Okay. So then this guy had something to do with causing this crash. 4 people suffered minor injuries as a result. Okay, so it wasn't that bad. Okay. Oh, it's not clear if he's facing anything. So
he probably won't because he's a fucking NFL
rich.
star. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, all the occupants walked away. So I guess if nobody's hurt, it's not the end of the world. However, then what the fuck is the point of this shirt? Kels and Free 4 shirt. Kels. I don't know.
I don't know, bro.
Oh my sweet.
I don't care enough to find out.
Good Lord, the internet. Yeah, so he's got this. Oh yeah, he had to pay a big settlement, but he can't afford it, and so I don't know. This is just. It seems like. Yeah, he's not paid any of the $1.1 million of the settlement owed to the client, and this is what Rashee Rice owes, and he's suspended. And so so he got here's what it is. Rashee Rice got suspended. Which makes sense. And now he's wearing, because he was doing shit he wasn't supposed to, and then it
wasn't even in a Corvette, it was a fucking Lamborghini.
Yeah. And was supposed to pay a bunch of damages and then didn't. And then he got 5 years probation and 30 days in jail, right?
Of course.
And then he was supposed to pay $1.1 million in damages. And he didn't.
He hasn't paid anything. Yes.
Yep. And now Travis Kelce's like, free number 4. Like, no, dude, he's the bad guy here. And like, they tried to say like, oh, he loves him like a brother, and like he wants to make sure that people support him. And I get that, but there are way less weird and tacky ways to do it, I think. Okay, so, oh yeah, were you here when we were talking about, oh yeah, we're still talking about Charlie Kirk being a piece of shit, and that our president and vice president and his chief policymaker and a bunch of other people here. Remember, Charlie said on gun violence, I think it's worth it to have the cost, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our God-given rights. That is a prudent deal. It is rational. Well, thanks for paying the toll, I guess, Charles.
He died how he would have wanted.
Yeah. Let's see. The American Democratic Party hates this country. They want to see it collapse. They love it when America becomes less white. Let's also talk about that. Charlie Kirk loved the Great Replacement theory. And here it is. The Great Replacement strategy, which is well underway every single day in our southern border, is a strategy to replace white rural America with something different. So this is
but nobody's moving to white rural America.
Yeah. People are moving to where there are jobs. Like, people live in cities. Like, that's the whole thing. And this is kind of why
that's why there were so many. That's why there was so much activity in LA, because LA is where all the immigrants go.
Yeah,
and this is fucking bumfuck middle of nowhere.
And this is kind of what I wanted to talk about, because what authoritarian regimes do, and what they have always done, and what MAGA is currently doing, is sowing a false reality created on like fear and like pressure, and like something's always bad is going to happen, right? Something you got, if it's not immigrants, it's trans shooters, and if it's not them, it's DEI, and if it's not DEI, it's, you know, the woke agenda, and if it's not that, it's video games or whatever, right? And so that's not really how the world works. And when their media, all these conservative media conglomerates, they're all pushing the same story and the same narrative about how crime is increasing and crime is in your community. And when really you are Ma and Pa Smith living out in rural buttfuck nowhere where there is no crime, but they're like, crime's happening, because they point at the one crime that happens over and over and over. And then they show you, look, like, but what about the crime over here? That's so close to us in this country. And there's a really, so I'm going to pull it up. I'm not going to watch it because it's long and we'll get copyright struck, obviously. But there's a John Oliver about the Sinclair Media Group, and you should really watch it. Again, we're advocating for people that you should watch other creators that are good. John Oliver is great. He's beyond great.
John Oliver's fucking great. He's beyond great. He's on fucking HBO.
Yeah, he's on HBO. Like, it's the same thing. Like, The Daily Show this week was fantastic. You should be watching The Daily Show.
You mean the regime approved The Daily Show?
Yes, praise to be glorious leader.
Praise be to the glorious leader. Yes.
Yeah,
the
who can't like string two words together. And they did a really good bit about Trump not knowing countries and saying countries' names wrong. Azerbaijan.
No, it was Azerbaijan
and Albania. Wrong country.
Instead of Armenia.
Not a country and wrong country.
Yes.
So I would suspect John Oliver is probably going to be another one of the media personalities that gets targeted by Trump as well, obviously. He's talked about him before, how he doesn't like him. If you don't know anything about Last Week Tonight, it is one of the most rigorously researched shows ever on television, which is really cool. So they provide sources for everything while they're talking about it. Like, it's pretty cool. And it's funny.
And it's funny.
Yeah, it's super funny. And then there's The Daily Show. We can't forget Reese Waters. I really like Reese Waters. That's actually one you turned me on to, Al, and I have really enjoyed his content. Again, very well, rigorously researched. A lot of really good editing, like comedic effect and things of that nature. He's kind of he's a pretty wholesome dude who's pretty funny, and he brings, and it was really important to me as a white dude from North Dakota to like hear the voices of people who aren't white, and I think that's really important for white people to do. So please go look into like people of color's media. I promise you will get humbled very fast. Other than that, there's the Internet Today. I love those guys. If you're scared of black people, you're not quite there yet. That's okay. You get there. Internet Today is really good. These guys are former. The people, it's like, I swear to God, people walk into my store and like, it's the first time like they've ever seen a minority. They're like, "Oh, am I supposed to bow?
What do I do with it?
Yeah, what? Do I hold out my hand or
do I feed it kibble?
Yeah. You know,
does it want a treat?
And so like that, it's either that or they literally get like treated like it's that, or they get treated like the help. Like my business partner, who's of Asian descent, like people are just like, "Hey, that boy, why don't you go bust up that old shiffer robe for me?" Like, basically. Have you not read To Kill a Mockingbird?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's just funny to hear that.
Bust up that old shiffer robe for me, boy. It comes too naturally. I didn't like that. Anyways, you should watch Internet Today. You should probably watch To Kill a Mockingbird. The movie.
You mean
Watch the movie. Yeah, with the very famous actor Cary Grant is the main character. It's a really good movie adaptation too. Or if you want something a little more modern, you could watch A Time to Kill with Matthew McConaughey and Samuel L. Jackson. Also a great movie. Was there anything else? Should we go down the list a little more? You got anything you want to cover?
Not that I can really think of. I mean, it's the U.S. Navy's over there in the Caribbean shooting random boats, but that's about it.
Is. It sure is. And like Taylor had a good point on the show when he was talking about it. He was like,
last time he was on,
yeah, and he was just talking about it like they're not going to do anything to us. Like we can basically blow up their boats and nothing's going to happen. And it's like, that's stupid and it sucks and I hate it. And they shouldn't do it just because they can do it. And like he said, it's just a big flag waving thing for MAGA, for them to show like, you see, mission accomplished, boys, and they unfurl the banner, fun times achieved. And so I don't know. I was actually I think this is the website, and I was reading some stuff on it. Yes. This website is called leavingmaga.org. It is
how to help someone leave MAGA.
Yeah, and it's by a former MAGA guy. And I started reading some of it. I really like the story so far. And he has a free ebook that you can get, and I have gotten it, and I will read it. And maybe we will, if it's good, maybe we'll include this on our list of resources page on the website. So that'd be cool. I hope it's good. But check it out. It seems cool after initial watching. Other than that, I ain't got shit. Now we can just talk about whatever the fuck we want. Hang on. I have a closing. I have an outro. Just because we will definitely be labeled the Antifa Daily Forum at some point and be thrown in the gulag.
The North Dakota Antifa show.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking cold as shit in there in the winter. I'm gonna freeze to death. That's gonna be the shittiest part. This is just a little thing I wrote that I want to say about what I think we should be doing. The pursuit of a just world often requires courage and conviction, but it must always be rooted in a commitment to nonviolence. History has shown that transformative change is most likely to occur through peaceful resistance, through collective action that challenges power structures without resorting to harm. We encourage our listeners to learn about and support movements dedicated to nonviolent direct action, civil rights struggles to environmental activism. Let's harness the power of our voices and our collective strength to build a more compassionate and equitable society. That's what I think. So I don't think you should go out and shoot people. And it's a hot take.
Not really a hot take. That's what everybody says.
Oh, is it? Oh, well. Then where's this far left radical movement they keep talking about?
It's me.
Oh, shit. Hello, FBI? Oh, shit, babe. I can't call them. I can't call them anymore. They don't have enough agents. They're all out playing ice. They're supposed to be the counterterrorism guys. Anyways, Spider-Man came out for Magic the Gathering this week.
Sick.
Yeah. Some people don't like it. A lot of people have problems with the Universes Beyond stuff. That's, people are entitled to their opinions.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I like Universes Beyond stuff. So far they've all been things that I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. So that's fine. The first real one that was legal for play was, I think, The Walking Dead.
Hey, the corpse of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is talking right now on
is he?
On the Charlie Kirk Memorial Service. Yeah.
Oh shit! Hang on.
Hell yeah! I want to listen to it.
Is that on that CNN link?
Yes. I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but he's talking.
Oh. Live thing.
Yeah, bro. It's definitely on the live feed. Yeah. You just click play and go through their. No, go Go back. Yeah, go back. Go back again. Yeah, there. Now just click play up there. Up there. Go. Now scroll up.
Dang it, stupid. Oh, hang on here. Dang it, stupid. Come on. What the fuck?
There it is. Yeah. What the fuck?
This is the second time this is. You think it's on Twitch?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me see if I can share.
Speaking of Twitch, that was one. So supposedly,
There it is. There it is.
No, this is. I'll just Google it. Streak. Oh, it's on YouTube. Here we go.
Well, I'm sharing it, so you should.
I got it.
Okay.
Let's not look at the chat.
I said to Charlie,
Whoa.
I said, sometimes the best consolation we can hope for is that we get to die
Let's take
with
a
our
shot
boots
every
on.
time he says something dumb.
Well, Charlie died with his boots on.
I don't want to go to the. I don't want to go to the
To
hospital.
make sure that we didn't have to undergo those fates that are worse than death.
Too late. I'm already
let's
going.
Remember, Charlie.
Very
He
good.
was for those of us who were friends with Charlie.
Oh my God.
We don't need any more evidence of the love of God.
Those of us who are friends with
Because
Charlie.
The evidence,
My
the
friend
friendship
Charlie.
is the best evidence that God loves us all. Thank you and God bless you.
Wow, he phoned that in. Holy shit. Yeah, God love, and my friend Charlie is my friend, and thank God bless.
They really turned this into a whole fucking event, didn't they?
Oh my God, that's so loud, and I'm sure it's going to get its copyright struck by some mega church. Or State Farm. Wow, brought to you by State Farm. Cool. Cool, let's boycott State Farm and Albertsons and Cox. I mean, it's pretty hard to boycott Cox if you're living out.
If that's
west,
the only thing you have, yeah.
Because they're a big ass monopoly too.
Oh, hey, it's Don Jr.
Oh
Hell
my
yeah.
God. All right, let's listen to this piece of shit.
Welcome, everyone. I'm not widely known for being a sentimental guy. Anyone who's seen me on
I'm going to talk about myself first.
far more likely to crack a joke or get myself
Talk
in
about
trouble
myself.
for posting some grossly inappropriate memes than I am to shed a tear.
I'm going to talk about memes at a funeral.
This because I've even gotten the call from that guy a couple times. You know, Don,
This is a funeral.
you're getting a little aggressive on social media, Don. Relax.
I think mine was better. Oh, wow. Uproarious applause.
He's going to have him executed.
That's the high sign. Just take him out. Yep, send him to heaven.
But last week,
Look at him. He's going to have him
Is
executed.
that Dana White sitting next to him?
like a little brother to me, had been assassinated. I was truly devastated.
Probably.
Oh my God.
We all were.
He was like a little brother to me. You have a little brother, you idiot. Everybody forgets about Eric.
His life. And to remember the way he changed so many of ours.
What do you think about the politician like I'm wagging my invisible pen at you while talking? I'm so tired of it.
I hate it.
Yeah, I hate it too.
I hate it so much.
Would you rather have
I
a
don't
really
do it.
aggressive hands talker?
Nah, bro, that's what I have the fucking knife hand for.
Oh yeah. Touche. Good call.
That's what, our Saint Matt is.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton or Kamala Harris.
Knife hands. That's what I think of myself every time I'm trying to run somewhere. Let's go, knife hands. Look at these fucking guys.
Oh my God.
They look. It's always the ones you most suspect.
I want to be remembered for my courage, for my faith.
Usual suspects.
And let me tell you guys, those were not empty
So these are the guys. So like Charlie Kirk, by the way, hated Martin Luther King Jr. and thought we should repeal the Equal Rights Act.
According to the Book of Acts.
And so this is your president at the funeral of a guy who hated Martin Luther King Jr. and wanted the Equal Rights Act repealed.
He said, "Behold, I see the heavens open,
and so I just don't.
Son of Man standing,
how do people rectify this?
At the right hand of God.
Did they really truly believe that Martin Luther King was like evil or something? Because they do, like I said, they do live in a different reality.
But this is
it's just crazy.
He's seen standing. And while the Bible isn't explicit about this, I like to think Jesus was standing to welcome Stephen, the courageous martyr, into heaven.
I don't remember the book of Stephen.
Who's Stephen?
And today that gives me great comfort. Because 11 days ago, as a cowardly assassin crawled on his stomach to end Charlie's life on Earth, I'm betting Charlie saw the Son of God.
I don't think he crawled. He probably just walked and then laid down.
Well, actually, did you see the video when he like came off the top of that roof and he was limping away pretty good? That was a good 22 feet.
That was a pretty fucking significant drop. Like,
yeah.
And then for them to release text,
look at all those blonde white women. Go on.
Yeah. For them to release all these texts from allegedly the shooter to his quote unquote trans lover.
I don't want to speculate on anything yet. You know?
I'm not trying to speculate either, but all the shit that was released in the text is shit that he would not have known at that time.
And for me,
yeah.
For me, it was inspiring.
It's pretty weird.
And now, in the face of
and they're not really being very clear about it because, like, it does seem like it jumps around and that it's edited for narrative's sake. At the very least.
It's definitely something that plays into their storyline, whatever the fuck they want to make it.
Look at it. He ends it like, I just said the best thing ever. Clap for me.
Charlie always brought out the best in all of us.
Did he now?
When Charlie first said to me during the 2016 campaign, "Hey, let's start doing events on college campuses," I was like, "Whoa, seriously? Come on, man."
This guy is the most car salesman ever.
Let those kids grow up, and we'll get them when they start.
He's got his little business mullet and everything.
But he convinced me to give it a shot. And there were a couple events that showed just how brave and courageous Charlie was, even as a very young man. At Michigan State University, 5 minutes before we were supposed to go on stage, the state police told us, and I quote, "We can no longer guarantee your safety."
You know something funny?
Because the left wing.
Well, it's not really funny so much as it is stupid. All this shit started because of Obama.
That sounded like a great reason.
Because he was black.
We really can't say thanks, Obama.
But it was one of the many times.
Yeah, but it was just because they were racist.
Charlie Kirk started Turning Point USA because Obama won his second fucking election.
Yep. It's
is a fact. Ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. It's
we're not going to sit here and pretend like Obama was the best president ever. Let's.
No, he wasn't. But that's not the point. We're not talking about his presidency. Sure, Obama did a lot of shit that I do not agree with.
No, he killed a lot of brown children with drone strikes.
Definitely did.
He definitely
did.
Was clear then, and his message
but
is clear
now. At the same time, for him to be the catalyst for all this dumb shit that we have now is just ridiculous.
I have to turn down Donald Trump Jr. because it's grating to my ears. Anyways, yeah, and so, like, I don't know if people remember this. Maybe we should touch on it, but, like, do people remember the Tea Party movement and things of that nature, too? Where it was just it was literally like the early days of MAGA, just a bunch of pissed off white dudes who didn't like brown people. And they were like, he's from Zimbabwe.
He's from Kenya. That wasn't there.
That's what it was.
He was a Kenyan.
You're right. And, like, they actually got him to show his birth certificate. If I was Obama, I would have been like, never, motherfucker, never.
The place, not the place, but the time when it really made Donald Trump decide to run for president was at that fucking was it the State of the Union address that Obama made, where he showed quote unquote his birth certificate, and it was just the start of Lion King.
See, and that's the like. Obama was just trying to like humanize himself a little bit, you know? And, you know, they tried to do it with Trump, but it didn't work because he's not a human. So, like, these ultra rich people, they're not us. They don't represent
but Trump
us.
isn't ultra rich. Trump is just
but he likes to cosplay it. And they let him. So, ooh, was that a Marine uniform? Uh-oh.
Yes, it was. Unfortunate.
Oh, I saw that.
And we win with our ideas.
Unfortunate.
God, he even gives a speech like a smarmy fuck.
Because he is a smarmy fuck.
Oh, that tracks. I don't want to give him too much screen space. It look at me like the big red and black just also screams like, oh, we're just Nazis. Which, by the way,
yeah, that's definitely a throwback.
Yeah, which, by the way, they don't want to be able. They want us to restrict us from being able to calling them Nazis and fascists because it hurts their feelings. Because it's correct.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know. They've got pretty thin skin.
They do. It's fucking ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Okay, this is way more boring and way more, like, it's all just propaganda. Like, I guess we knew what we were expecting.
We knew what we were going to start, but I mean, it was just funny that they're doing like an actual live stream of this shit.
Should we? I'm gonna turn chat on for just a second. Oh, yep, it's all Jesus is Lord. This is exactly what Charlie stood for. Jesus is Lord.
Jesus washed his disciples' feet. I don't know if that's good or bad in this context.
Boy. What the fuck?
Somebody just said no.
No.
With a big exclamation, caps and exclamation mark.
This is some of the most boomer chat I've ever seen in a while.
Well, yeah, so that's because that's who's watching this shit.
Yeah.
Are we boomer? Are we the boomers?
Uh-oh. We're political commentators. We're like Charlie Kirk.
Oh, that's right. We're
radical. We're Antifa radical leftists calling for non-violence. No one deserves to die. We should just all live forever and be a ball of energy, happy together, like the end of Evangelion. Okay, this is boring. All right, what else we want to talk about? I ain't doing shit.
Yeah, I don't know, but
we should probably talk about our website real quick then. easyvotend.com. You should go there. I'm working on an article. Tommy read a nice poem. It's very good. I think you should go read it. Other than that, I don't really know shit. How long have we been live? Oops. Oh,
I don't know, a few hours.
Like 2 hours and 1 minute. Cool. It's good. It's good timing. I'm gonna stream video games at some point today for sure.
Okay. I mean, I'm down.
Yeah, I think I'm either gonna play like SnowRunner or FGO. If you guys want to do a multiplayer or something, I'm down. But
You cut out again. I think it's like, I don't know if it's like my headset or what.
It might be your headset.
When I was watching the stream, I could hear what you said just fine. I wonder if it's just Discord.
It could be. And I use RTX voice to try to cut out some of the cat noises and whatnot in Discord too. So I'm pretty much deep throating this thing right now.
Yeah, do it some more.
I'll show you pleasures you've never known. Go to the website, easyvoteindy.com. This is not an official podcast, but we'll put it up there anyways. If you see this, please send it to somebody who you think might like it.
If you see this, you're gay.
Yeah. Ooh woo. Notice his bulge.
We're probably gonna get canceled for that.
Yeah, that's just objectively funny. Like, don't shoot people. Don't be a lone gunman assassin. Like, one, it hasn't made anything better. Like, if anything, it's just galvanized the right more. And like he also got caught. You're gonna get caught unless you just off yourself.
He didn't get caught. He got turned in by his family.
Somebody will turn you in if you don't get caught. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Like remember that McDonald's person who turned in Luigi and didn't even get the fucking reward money? That's us. Like, you're gonna get turned in no matter what. So
at some point.
Yeah. So why live your life in a way where you're not doing anything that's like gonna get you the electric chair? Pretty easy, if I'm being honest. At any rate, don't the Bible says don't eat people. Don't murder people.
People.
Yeah. So don't do those things. Hello, dog. Hello, dog.
Yeah.
Which dog is that?
I think it's Buckets.
Nice.
I don't know. He's barking at the Amazon truck.
Sweet.
Or no, he's barking. He's barking at somebody walking by. I just saw somebody walk by.
I really want to do a. You can't see it. I might be able to show it. Oh no, I can't show it. It's way over there. My racing wheel setup, because I want to do a snow runner stream where I use the wheel.
Just do the snow runner stream and just show the wheel.
Yeah, but the problem is I don't know that I can get my microphone over to a place where people could hear me, but we'll see. If I have to yell it into it like a big rig trucker, that would be okay. Just put the volume up really high on the truck.
Just do that.
Just nothing but truck ASMR.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Sweet. Well, I think I'm going to go make dinner because I haven't eaten anything yet today. And then after that, I'm going to stream some video games. So thank you for joining us today. Maybe you'll be around when we're back. And if not, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share, all that happy horse shit. Go to the website. Please.
Don't forget to pay.
Yeah, that's right. This is a paid episode. I don't think we have any way to accept money. I guess you could send it to my PayPal, but we legitimately can't. Like, speaking of which, there are a lot of rules around like being able to like take money from people and also be involved in politics. They make it really hard if you're not already rich, it turns out. So we can only, like, we have to, if we accept money, we have to pay taxes on it. You can't be a nonprofit, which I don't know how all these fucking super PACs and shit get around it, but you know, that's for rich people to know. And like, we're not in that club. So
that's right.
It should all be fucking illegal anyways. All right, that's the show. Thank you very much for being here. We'll be back with some video games later. Have a great weekend.